Hello everyone and welcome to the online lecture series by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. Myself Jayesh Rajgor, and today we are going to study 12th Standard Information Technology for Commerce section. My dear students, in the previous video lectures we have studied some important parts about advanced web designing and how to create web forms in HTML5. In today's video lecture we will discuss about CSS in HTML5, that is cascading style sheets in HTML5. My dear students, this concept is of utmost importance from the board exam point of view. And as you all know, my dear students, CSS is the heart and soul of HTML5. This helps in text decoration, it helps in applying style to various HTML elements. As you know, we use various elements to create a web page or to create a website in HTML. CSS helps in creating a good look and feel to your website, to give a good look and feel, artistic feel to your web page. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. CSS describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen or paper or in other media. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. CSS allows you to control the look and feel of several pages by changing a single source. So my dear students, always and always there is a point in our mind that we need to write a lot of coding and in return we get a very small output. Somewhere or the other, CSS helps us to reduce that coding work. It helps us in reducing our time which is consumed while writing the hectic codes and still create a great good looking website and present our HTML elements in a very nice way. Yes, and thus cascading style sheet describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen, paper or in other media. My dear students, CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. As many as web pages you have in your website, all the web pages can be designed, their layouts can be controlled through CSS and much lesser coding than previous. CSS allows you to control the look and feel of several pages by changing a single source. You don't need to write different source for different web pages or for several pages. You can use only a single source code to change the look and feel of many web pages all at once, easily, without wasting time. Yes, my dear students, what exactly CSS does? Here is the CSS syntax and some rule set. CSS rule set contains a selector and a declaration block. This is what is very important for every student to understand, my dear students. A selector and a declaration box. It looks something like this. Yes, my dear students. Here we have a display of how exactly things look like while we write the syntax for a CSS. Selector is nothing but your tag or element in which you are using or applying style sheet to. Declaration block is nothing but your exact property and value. That means what do you want to change in the element. For example, over here we can see the selector as H1. H1 means heading 1. So we want to make some changes in the heading 1 on your web page. So here heading 1, we are using a property that is color. We want to change or apply some good color to the heading 1. So we choose the property as color and the value for color will be yellow over here, separated by colon. Yes, so the declaration is very clear. H1 property color and value is yellow. Whichever color you like, you can put it over here. Similarly, semicolon will be used to separate and add up other property or make changes with other properties. Here I have used semicolon and then font size, that is 11 pixels. So in this way CSS works. This is the proper syntax of CSS, that is cascading style sheet. In this way or in this manner you will apply CSS to your web pages and HTML elements. What exactly selector means? Selector indicates the HTML element you want to style. So here our HTML element which we want to style is H1. So that is our selector. Similarly, declaration block is of two things or two important components, that is the property and value. The declaration block can contain one or more declarations separated by semicolons. For the above example, there are two declarations, color yellow, font size 11 pixels. So these are two declarations, both are separated by the semicolon. It is similar to a question answer pattern. On the left hand side we have a question, that is color, and on the right hand side we have the answer for it, that is yellow. Similarly, font size is the question, and on the right hand side we have the answer for it, that is 11 pixels. So in this way, declaration block works with a property and its value. Each declaration contains a property name and value separated by a colon. What exactly property means? Just now I explained you. Property is nothing but what exactly you want to change. My dear students, there are three methods of implementing styling information to an HTML document. Three important methods, or we can say three important types of CSS, namely inline CSS, embedded style sheet or internal CSS, external CSS. These are the three important types of CSS: inline CSS, embedded style sheet or internal CSS, external CSS. What exactly inline style sheet? Go by the name, my dear students. Inline, it means it makes changes to a particular line, and it is in, we can say, in the sense changes only a few lines, not the whole web page. Let us read something about it. It uses the style attribute in HTML start tag. Inline CSS is used to apply CSS on a single line or element. So it is very clear, it goes by the name. Inline CSS is only to make changes on a single line or element. You can see the example, my dear students. P is our selector. We have used the style tag, and then we have done the declaration by using color property, for which the value is blue, and our actual paragraph is hello CSS. So this is the thing which will be seen in blue color. So this is how you apply CSS, that is inline CSS, on a particular single line. Moving on to the next one. The next one here is embedded style sheet or internal CSS. Okay, we have three methods: inline CSS, internal CSS, and external. So let us see the internal part. Internal CSS, this is used to apply CSS on a single document or page. Once again, my dear students, inline was about a single line, and internal CSS is about the entire page. So if you want to make changes to a whole page, you can use internal or embedded style sheet. So it can affect all the elements of the page. It is written inside the style tag within head section of HTML. A very important point to be noted here. Our basic structure says HTML head title, close the title, close head, start body, body close, HTML close. But here there is a small change where under the head section, you start with the style tag. Yes, this is the change, because to apply style sheet you need the style tag, and under the style tag itself you will do the declaration part. So here it can affect all the elements of the page. It is written inside the style tag within head section of HTML. It goes something by this. Here, doc type HTML, HTML head, style H1 color red. In this way, my dear students, internal style sheet is applied on this heading, that is H1, and finally you can get such an output very easily.